please join me in a warm welcome, one of the fathers of UPLIFT, Bruce Lipton.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow! Oh, how lovely! How wonderful! Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to thank the Aboriginal people who offered us a welcome to their land. And I want to thank them for carrying the message over thousands of years about what's necessary for the world today, that they're still here to offer us the great wisdom that they've carried through forever. But I also want to thank you, people that are here, and the people that are watching online. For most important thing, I want to acknowledge you for this very important reason. You are UPLIFT. We are UPLIFT here, but you are UPLIFT wherever you are, because what do you represent? Think about this and own it. You are the cultural creatives. You are the imaginal cells of a new world. Your presence here reflects the fact that you want to be in this community to help us move into a world we can thrive into. And so I want you to honor yourselves and honor each other for your presence, because you make this happen. And this is why we're so deeply honored that you're all available to participate in UPLIFT. Thank you so very much. Our topic today is living our life with full purposeness. And that's a very interesting statement, because the whole question comes down in what is our purpose? And it's interesting because for thousands of years, people have been asking some fundamental questions called the perennial questions. The same three questions asked over and over again for generations. The question is, how did we get here? Why are we here? And now that we're here, how do we make the best of it? Well, the most beautiful part about all those questions is there's one fundamental understanding about our purpose. We do have a purpose. We may have lost sight of that purpose, but the whole idea is to come back to that purpose. And it's interesting because over the years, the answers to those questions as how we live in this world have changed. And it's interesting because if I go back to the previous civilization when the church was running the world, we asked the question, what is our purpose here? And we go back and we recognize there's a purpose for two different levels. There's a purpose for us as a collective. What is our purpose as a humanity on this planet? But there's another aspect. What is our purpose as individuals on this planet? So I'm going to subdivide my talk into talking about the purpose of the collective and the purpose of the individual. So right now, let's engage ourselves about the purpose of the collective. For the last civilization, when the church ran it, they gave us a story, and the church was our knowledge provider. And what is the story they offered us? They gave us a story of Genesis. They gave us a story that God created this planet in 6 days, and that what happened on every day was some major evolution, some major expression. What was very interesting is by day 5, we had the planet. We had nature. We had plants. We had animals. We were really complete. But on day 6, the big thing happened. Humans were introduced according to the story. But this is a very unfortunate perception, because when we were introduced separate from the evolution of the planet, then we were introduced as being separate from nature. That there was nature and then there were people. And the relevance about that is we were also given an instruction, because when we were added as an option, more or less, at the last day, we were given an instruction by those people who wrote that story. And the instruction is this, that we are here to have dominion over the animals and of nature. The fact is, we were here to control and run and shape nature like we were the boss. And the problem like that is very serious, because then we have disconnected ourselves from nature and say that we can do whatever we want with nature. And that's all of a sudden a misunderstanding that has really created a great problem, because it doesn't show that we are part of nature. We have come from nature. But when you take that belief and you bring in a field called science, and science evolved while the church was running the system, science took this belief of dominion. And it's interesting because one of the philosophers that shaped the nature of science today is Francis Bacon. And I say, how did he interpret that biblical statement? And this is what he wrote. He wrote that nature had to be hounded in her wanderings, bound into service, and made a slave. That nature, she, the feminine, nature, she, was to be put in constraint. And the aim of the scientist was to torture nature's secrets from her. Whoa. That's a bad start for any science.